We're here with SNAP finalist Deseré Pressey with her piece Break&Bloom Tide. What I find compelling about this one, first of all, is what the medium is and what this process is like.
Yeah, okay. Well, the meaning and process are somewhat intertwined. It all started off really with a deep heartbreak. It was the end of an engagement. It was also the beginning of putting my 2 teenage daughters into drug treatment, long-term drug treatment. So a lot of the world as I knew it, or I thought the world as I knew it, as you know, as attached as I was to that story and who I was dismantling. So I started as an invitation from my therapist to cut up my wedding dress, to cut up love letters, to cut up remnants and artifacts of things that were dear to me in order to let that go and to burn it and to offer it to the earth and to trust that it would become nourishment, that it would become some sort of compost for some unknown future self. Yeah.
And do you feel like that process was effective for you?
As a human, as a spiritual being evolving, absolutely. As an artist, I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't even know it was part of my artistry for a long time. It wasn't until I started stitching things together, and as a death doula, sitting with other people whose heartbreaks were perceptibly larger than my own, and then them hearing about what I was doing, offering them a possibility for doing some sort of a project or a piece that was a legacy piece for their loved ones or their own experience. And I was like, well, I'm doing this thing. It's helping me through my heartbreak. What do you think? And then they started offering me up artifacts of their own. And then seeing that, yeah, this was bigger than me. And that was what allowed me to become more devotional to it. Whereas before I was an oil painter, this is a brand new direction for me. So it was other people's heartbreak that actually pulled me into being in service beyond my own heartbreak. It was, yeah, so in that respect, yes. That's a long answer.
A long answer to the short answer, yes. I noticed you're from Calgary, Alberta. Thematically, this is an ocean theme. Tell me about why that is.
Yeah, I don't know why it started to look like the ocean. The answer actually came to me later. So I was, people started calling me the mermaid, like the painter, the mermaid, because all of my work started resembling under the water. Like it was and then the more I started learning about that, because of other people's invitations, I started learning about coral and how it grows on the decay of its predecessors, and how, like everything in nature, you know, the newest version of itself is nourished by the decay of its former selves. So it made more sense to me then, but I didn't enter it with that much intentionality, and it naturally lends itself to the arteries and the veins and the different parts of the human anatomy, specifically the heart.
So thematically, it's very multi-layered in that way.
Yeah.
Do you find so would you say the process kind of brought forth the theme, if you know what I mean? Like the ocean came out of the process? The process was a complete abandon, and definitely the theme came later. I can't even pretend to justify that I had that much involvement from the beginning. I was not that intentional. I think it moved through me. I think the message was not just me, and I think the evidence of that is meeting with so many people that validated their own stories, and I was like, I was making theirs, not just mine. Yeah. Well, I think there's no forwards and backwards to the way that art could be created.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Deseré, I really appreciate you taking the time to talk with us tonight.
Thank you. Thank you for taking the time.